So this is an observation that kind of came to me today that I think I've noticed in the past on a number of occasions, but I just kind of put it together today, what's going on or what I think is going on. And it applies to how feeling dominant people share experiences on Facebook and why and how. So what I've seen is there are people that I know that will post things on Facebook. Like, let's say they go on an outing with their family. Let's say they go to the zoo or something like that, right? And they'll post pictures on Facebook of their day at the zoo with their family. And they will tag like a ton of people in the photos that were not at the zoo, that were not involved in the event in any way, shape, or form. And as I'm observing this more and more, and by the way, it has always been a practice that kind of got on my nerves. Like I hate it when I get tagged in something that I wasn't even a part of. But as I've observed this more and more, I'm beginning to realize it is primarily FE dominant people who do it. Extroverted feeling dominant people, especially if they have extroverted feeling at the top. So the ENFJs, the ESFJs. Whereas when I post something on Facebook, frequently I'm honestly posting it there for myself. I won't tag people in it, usually even if they're literally in the photos or were involved in the event. And I want to kind of break down what I think is going on in the mind of the feeling dominant person, be they extroverted versus introverted in their feeling function. What I think I'm seeing is that the extroverted feeling dominant people have an experience and they enjoy feeling the pleasant feelings or the emotions, but not by themselves. They don't see those emotions as a personal thing that they need to hang on to for their own sake, but rather they find great delight in the idea of sharing those emotions in a group, of saying, I had this wonderful experience. It brought good emotions. So I'm going to put these pictures out here on Facebook or whatever social media, I suppose, but I'm going to tag all these people that I know, because that way those people will see those photos and they can feel the emotions too of our good time, and we can all just have emotions together. We can all have this great, wonderful feeling together, experience together, and we'll share in this emotional soup, and we'll all be a part of a group of people who are feeling together, extroverted feeling. Now, when I get tagged in these things, I get kind of, annoyed, because I'm like, if I want to see your whatever it is, I will, if I find this interesting, if it means something to me, I will already be following it. I will already be following you closely if your life is that interesting to me. When I post things like that, I'm not posting them because I want to share the emotions or the feeling with the people that I know. I literally am posting these things for myself. I post the events that I go through on Facebook so that they'll show up on Time Hop in a year or 2 years or 5 years so that I can re-experience the feeling. I see the emotions that I feel or that experiences generate within me as being very personal, not something that I'm going to share with someone. I can't share emotion with another human being. Those feelings are very personal. The feelings that a day out at the zoo with my family gives me, those are personal feelings. Even with those members of my family who were right there, I still, even though we may have all had a good time together and we may have enjoyed the experience together, the emotions and the feelings that well up within me from that experience are personal. They are not to be, they can be shared like through speech, like I could tell you about it, but I do not, in my wiring, see it as something that you can feel too with me. Like, that's mine. Those are my feelings. You can't feel my feelings, nor would I want you to or expect you to. If I put something out there for you to look at, a picture or whatever of my outing, and it means something to you, that's great. If you get something out of it, that's great. If you like looking at the pictures, that's great, whatever. If it evokes some emotion or feeling in you, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you that that happened, but that's not why I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for me. I think that the extroverted feeling dominant people are putting their experiences out there on social media and then tagging everybody and their brother in it because they're saying, hey, let's all feel together. Let's all experience the same emotion together. Let's all enjoy this together. And as an introverted feeling dominant person, I don't want that. I don't feel that. I don't get that. I don't understand that. And I don't like that. In fact, it annoys me. Now, let me back off a little bit and just say it's not wrong, right? The extroverted feeling people who do that, they're not wrong. They're not doing anything bad. It's not dumb. It's not stupid. They shouldn't be, spoken ill of because they do it. But as an introverted feeler, it makes no sense to me. It's odd to me. I don't want to be a part of it or anything like that. And this observation, though I've noticed for a long time that certain people that I knew did this regularly, where they tag a whole bunch of people in things that that person wasn't even a part of. And while it has always annoyed me, I couldn't quite put my finger, or maybe I wasn't really trying to put my finger on why. But as I thought about who is doing it, and I asked myself the question, why would they be doing it? And why don't I do it? And why does it annoy me? That is when today I came to this conclusion. I hope you found this to be informational, or at least entertaining, if nothing else. Watching me sort of go on a miniature little explanation / soapbox. Please do click the like button. Please subscribe if you have not already, and have an awesome day.